And that's the branding aspect of it, right? So even before I got into real estate, I was doing a lot on social media with my stories in regards to commercial diving. And then I got into the family business there with that spa, did a ton. I was just talking about the journey there. So I had like an audience that was kind of following me. And by audience, I actually mean like a bunch of my friends. So if there's any of my friends watching this, like I appreciate you guys all so much, because there's a lot of people that have been along for the journey from like seeing me from like 16, just like on there talking about nonsense and like probably some unglorifying moments of like back in my party days and like just posting probably too much. And then like, but they've at least seen that growth. They've seen that growth kind of deal. And I think that's where a lot of that trust has come from, is because like people get to feel like, hey man, like I get to know who Brandon is. Like he's always sharing his life. And I've always had no problem doing that, because I actually don't know why that is. I know a lot of people are like have always been weirded out by it, but it's like I've just always seen some value in sharing who you are and growing that kind of personal brand even before I was in business. I was always, because I think I knew deep down that that's where I wanted to go. So I was just playing around with the branding. And like I went to a business conference before I was even in business. When I was still commercial diving, I went to something called the Archangel Summit. It had Gary Vaynerchuk as a keynote speaker, Dan Martell as a keynote speaker, Seth Godin